going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. So I want to talk about the game of cat and mouse that narcissists play when you go no contact. And narcissists, they play these type of games as a way to keep tabs on you and make you think that they're not thinking about you anymore. Meanwhile, trust me, they're lurking. They're still kind of like creeping by, driving by your house, driving by your job, doing things like that to still try to peek in on you and see if they can probably catch you walking out on the scene or something like that. Because trust me, they want to see you. It'll make their day. It gives them, just great supply to know that they can just see you, even if they can't be directly in your presence again. And an example of the cat and mouse games that narcissists play is, say for instance, you've broken up with a narcissist and you've made it clear to them that there's no boundaries in between us. You go on with your life and I'm gonna go my way. And I wish not to see you anymore, like they're like, good luck with your life. And that's it. And so the narcissists, they will never take no for an answer when it comes to a breakup. They still feel like, who are you to tell me that I can't see you anymore? It's over when I say it's over. Now, they might not necessarily force their way back into your life, like just be so bold as to just show up to your house or show up to your job. But trust me, they are passing by. They're still passing by, peeking in on you, trying to be nosy to see, what you have going on at the moment and how well you have moved on from them. Things like that, they want to see it. But for them to just see you and, just see you alone and minding your own business, it makes them feel good. But they don't want you to see them. That's why it's a cat and mouse game that they play. And the way they play this game is they'll make you think that they have just completely disappeared and went somewhere far away. They make you think, well, I'm moving away. They like to throw things in your face like that just to get a reaction out of you because they want you to feel their absence. Even though you don't care, you made it clear to them that it doesn't matter to you what they choose to do after you cut them off. You don't care. You're going on with your life without them. They still feel the need to rub that in your face because they have that little bit of hope to hold on to, thinking that maybe you're going to kind of question them about it. So that's why they feel the need to throw in your face, I'm moving to this state or moving to that state, stuff like that. They got to let you know what their plans are, even though they're not going to do that. They're just telling you that to just kind of make you, just feel you, to make you feel like you're going to miss them. They need to know if you're going to miss them by them telling you these things. Well, a narcissist is all about reaction. And so once they see that you don't care about these things, they try to stay out of your presence, but at the same time, they still come around. They're still sneaking around. So you can't trust a narcissist when they tell you that they're moving far away or something like that, because they just may be right around the corner from you. And how it affects a person is you may think like, well, they said that they were moving, but you may think that you've seen them in traffic or somewhere. And trust me, you're not seeing things. You probably did spot the narcissist somewhere still in town. So they'll lie about things like that just to make you think that they don't care about you anymore. But trust me, they do. And they don't miss you. Narcissists do not miss you, especially the good supply. It's hard for them to just let you go. So the only thing they miss is misusing you, if anything. That's the only thing they miss, is how well they was able to use you. So, that's a big injury to the narcissist, is when you move on and you mean it and you don't give them not even a little bit of hope that, they can have you back again. And so that just kind of explains the cat and mouse theory when it comes to narcissists. It's like they think inside of their mind that you are really missing them. You're just in denial. That's that's just what they think. They think that you really do miss them and want to see them again. And they call themselves trying to punish you by staying away. Even though they're not staying away, because they keep popping up in places where they know that you're going to be. They know your routine. They know where you work. They know where your friends live. They know where your relatives live. And they will pass by those places in hopes to see you. And it'll make them feel good to know that they see you. And when they see you, they're going to pretend like they don't care, because they might, be looking at you from the corner of their eyes or something when they're passing by, because they know that you don't really want to see them, or you would have been reaching out to them. See, the narcissists know when you're done with them completely. Even though it gives them an injury, they also feel like they're losing power over a situation. And so that's why they get very biggity with their ways, and they get bold, and they start to do things to try to make you say something to them. And the moment you say something to them, the first thing they're going to do is deny it. Like, what you mean? Why am I passing by your job? I pass by your job 3 times today. Say, for instance, you work at a restaurant and you have to take, you have to go and empty garbage a couple of times a day. And you see them passing by. It's like, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. You really did see them pass by your job, not once but 3 times. And so it's like they get bolder when they see that you're not going to call them and be like, can you stop passing by my job? Like, what you keep passing by here for? I see you and stuff like that. They know you're not going to do that. So they're going to try to do something else to get you to reach out to them. And they're going to try to do something to open up the lines of communication to make you say something to them. And then in that moment, they'll throw things in your face like, You know, like, you're really losing it. What makes you think that I'm passing by your job to see you? I have a right to pass down this street, you know, and stuff like that. You don't own this street and things. You know, they'll just throw all kind of stuff in your face to make you think that they don't want to see you. They could have took all, you know, any different route to get to where they have to go, but they choose to take that shortcut again in hopes to see you. And so, well, that's how I interpret the narcissistic cat and mouse games that they play. Because I know that narcissists, they like to do things like this. And like, if they tell it to somebody else, they'll tell it like, I seen them. Guess who I seen today? Well, you seen them because you were trying to see them. But they're not going to tell it to the person like they, you know, who they speaking against you to. They're going to tell it to the person in a way where y'all was just in a random part of the city and you just so happen to run into them. That's how they explain things to people. They're never going to be truthful about it because, you know, of course, that's going to kind of put them on the spot and expose them for being the lurker or the stalker. Because that is a form of stalking. Even though they're not like trespassing, it's still a form of stalking because they know that you're thinking about it like, okay, why do they keep passing by? They know it's gonna, you know, it's gonna put them on your mind, even though not in a good way. They have you thinking about them once you spot them out in the opening, you know. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. I have went through this before because I've had people to even like, they know where I live, like a person who you broken up with, and they come down your street and it's like, why are you taking this route to get, you know, you narcissists will do this. I even mentioned this about the narc at work. She will make sure she always have to pass by me at work, and where I get a whiff of her, the wind of her, it's like they'll even try to bump into you just to get a reaction because they're trying their best to get your attention. They will intimidate you to check them, like, you know, like, what's up with you? What was that for? I know you knew you know, there's a lot of different ways you could have walked around here to get to where you needed to go, and you chose to walk directly in by me and squeeze in this little space, you know, just to aggravate me. They do things like that. They really are nerve-wracking. They really try to get on your nerve, and they know that you are paying attention to this. They know that you are, you know, you notice every little thing they do. They hate the fact that you don't acknowledge it, so they're going to do anything they can to go further to try to get up under your skin. And they do this. I've dealt with it at work. I've dealt with it with narcissists passing by my house, like the narc neighbor across the street from me. This man is almost 70 years old. He's very bitter. He's brittle. He's a wino. He's a bum. He's been living with his mother all his life. This is an elderly lady who has raised 11 children, who all grown to be successful men and women and moved away. A lot of them moved out of the state. He's the only one that never let her hand go. He's the only one that never let go. And maybe she was an enabler, but at the same time, sometimes enablers can be, and it's getting a little bit off the subject, can be like not intending to have you to where you just gonna depend on them for the rest of your life. Like, it comes upon when you have to take responsibility for your own ways and your own growth. You cannot continue to blame, you know, when my mother was always there, she was a super supporter, I always had to go to her for advice. You know, that's a good thing to have, that support system. But don't use, they like, well, it's because of you that, you know, I never made my own decisions because I felt like that you were going to make me feel like I'm not making the right decision. You can't always blame that on your support system. But there is a difference between like an enabler who is like a toxic enabler and an enabler who you have a healthy relationship with. So, you know, I just feel like with him being a narcissist, a covert narcissist at that, he's going to use that as an excuse until the day he died. You know, like, I had to stay here and be with my mom to make sure she's okay, you know. So I'm going to end this video right now because I'm getting a phone call that I need to take. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.